This podcast contains explicit language and is intended for adult audiences. The views and opinions of Gentlemen No Class are strictly for comedic purposes and should not be taken literally. For instance, like this disclaimer. Now grab yourself a pint and enjoy.
Welcome to another episode of Gentlemen No Class, a podcast that when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. I am Jake.
I'm Raph.
Your national treasure, Paul.
I'm Rob.
And like it or not, gentle ladies and gentlemen, we are the host of this awesome podcast. Anything?
Why did you say awesome?
Okay, I guess we're not awesome. I like to think we're awesome.
Okay, that's cool.
There are some people that think
mediocre.
That we're awesome.
Okay. Mediocre.
I think every week I'm gonna hit a different word. Okay,
what kind of
descriptive word? Okay, so we're awesome this week. Next week we're gonna be mediocre. The following podcast.
You can't plan your
dude.
fucking...
Last week we were awesome. So yeah. I mean,
and a little bit narcissistic there, but yeah. Shit.
So in all the I guess what we were jumping into, what's our first stop? Current events.
Oh well, I just ran across this headline. Frances McDormand turns down the original or the Joker in the original or origin movie.
She turned down the role of the Joker.
No, not of the Joker.
I don't know who that is.
Role
I don't know who that is.
Of the Joker origin movie starring Joaquin Phoenix.
Who's Frances McDormand?
She was on Fargo.
The Billboards movie?
Yeah, 3 Billboards in Mississippi.
She did that one movie with Brad Pitt.
Wasn't she in...
Burn After Reading.
She wasn't in Almost Famous, was she?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't
in
Almost
that was
Famous.
The mother? Okay.
No. Burn After Reading was good, where he opens the door to the closet.
Shoots him out.
Yeah. He fucking gives that smile. Like, and that pop in the face. Like, goddamn, where do it go?
Brad Pitt calls John Malkovich and is like, "We have your shit."
Yeah, he's like, fucking Malkovich gives him shit. He's like, "What in your schwim?" He's like, "You think that's a schwim?" And then he just pops him in the fucking face. Oh, man, right. Good shit.
So, did they not say like what role she was?
No,
offered?
I didn't even open the article, to be honest with you, man. I just saw that headline.
Oh, good. That's very journalistic
what's wrong
of you.
with America?
Hey, I'm right back there with you, Jacob.
Yeah.
I get lazy about that too.
That was a half-ass current event. How about a real current event?
Yes, Harvey Weinstein.
All right, Paul, go with your Harvey Weinstein.
What about him?
Well, my man Harvey apparently admits offering movie quote-unquote jobs for sex, says not rapist.
So
how do you fellas feel about that?
He admits that he offered roles in movies,
correct,
in exchange for sex, but says he's not a rapist.
Right, it was consensual.
Well, I mean, you could say no.
The casting couch is real.
The offer's on the table was his mindset.
Harvey, you'll be the death of us, huh, Harvey?
On the couch, yeah. I mean, come on.
Harvey fucking Weinstein. You're done.
Raph, you got anything?
Surprisingly, no. I can't think of anything at the moment.
I have a text thread from us earlier in the week. We'll refer to that back in a second.
Really?
So,
you did that? I wasn't in that one?
No, it's there. You got it was earlier in the week we talked about it. Anyway, one of the things, one of the current events, and it kind of happened while we were recording last podcast, but it's okay. It's still current. AMC canceled Comic Book Men.
What? I did not know that.
Yes, AMC.
I never heard of it.
After 96 episodes, they have canceled Comic Book Men.
Wow.
Well, with a title like that.
Well, it's because I wrote them.
Episodes.
I wrote them and said, "Hey, Ming Chen was supposed to be on our fucking podcast at Comic Palooza, and he never showed up. And we had a shitty show because he never showed up."
Yeah. You wrote that where?
No, I'm just kidding. He was. Ming Chen is on that show.
I know.
So, and he never showed up. He never showed up to our podcast because we had.
So, Payback's a bitch, motherfucker.
Yeah, Payback's a bitch.
Slayer.
You know what's funny? Comic Palooza just sidetrack. You know, just.
Palooza.
I never really talked about my Eric Estrada incident.
Oh, you never did.
Just going back real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
We never talked about it.
You need to get it out. I mean, it's been a while.
You
need
to
piss you off. I know that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it did ruin the whole fucking weekend for me. So I was just, sorry. I the day before on Friday, for Saturday, I got a ticket for like a meet and greet for Erik Estrada because my dad wanted me to get his Chips DVD set signed. So, and it was his birthday too. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll do it for him. And I go, and I go at the time when they tell me to go, and I realize there was 2 separate tents. It was for meet and greet and photo op, and I got photo op. I didn't realize. I thought it was the same thing, and it was my fault. I fucked up, but it pissed me off. I don't remember on the website when I got the ticket before if there was a difference. I don't recall seeing it. So I go up there and I asked him. I was about to take the pictures. Like, am I not allowed to take anything? He's like, yeah, you can't bring anything. And I was like, I think there's a mistake because I meant to get. I wanted to get this sign. She's like, yeah, you should have got the meet and greet. Yeah, I didn't see that. She's like, go back to the front of the booth where where this whole setup is. Like, I guess the people up front in this booth, they can take care of it for me. So I go there, and it wasn't looking good already. I asked, I was like, hey, I made a mistake. I meant to get the meet and greet so I can get this signed instead of doing a photo op. Can I get that exchange or transfer? It's like, no, I can't refund or transfer. I'm sorry. It's like, nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. And that fucking pissed me off. It was like, it wasn't about the money. It was just the fact I was just trying to get that sign from my dad. And
I would have just said something to Eric when you walked up there and be like, hey man, I meant to buy a meet and greet. I'd love to get an autograph for this thing from my dad and see what he says. If he says, oh, we'll bring it over here.
See, I had an opportunity because it was funny, and like Jacob should have been filming me when I was doing this because like at the end of his meet and greet, there's like a couple of people. I was just staring at him with fucking disgust and just hatred. It's like, fuck this motherfucker, this piece of shit. I was just fucking furious.
You were mad that whole day, and it wasn't anybody's fault but your own.
Yeah.
And you were mad at Comic Palooza. You were mad at Erik Estrada.
Goddamn right. Fuck them.
Yeah,
they ruined it for me.
But you could have still got that picture taken.
I know, but I was so fucking mad. Like, I didn't want to do it.
Have
I
a
was
sign that says "Happy Birthday, Cliff" or something.
Yeah, but fucking it was too late. But you know, it's like you said, there was possibly an opportunity, and Jake even said it when he was walking. He said, "Why don't you just go ask him real quick?" I was so fucking mad. I was like, fuck him. But, you know, it was my fault.
Maybe you should
do
something about those anger management issues, you know, that blame shifting.
Goose rabbi.
Why? Why would I do that? That would take a toll on me personally.
Well,
that's part of me.
All right, I got a couple other headlines. Anybody else got any headlines?
I know so yesterday Build-A-Bear had this
pay your age. Yeah, pay your age.
And is that in Willowbrook?
Well, they had it everywhere. All around
pay your age.
Yeah. So Megan was like, you know what, that'd be kind of cool for Landon. He's 2 years old. I'm like, yeah, if you want to go try it. I know it's going to be packed, but I didn't think it was going to be that crowded. So I
shut that shit
I get
down.
to work around 12 o'clock, and it's my coworker's birthday. And I told her, what do you want for lunch? And she's like, just some Japanese food at the mall. So I went to the mall, and I saw this line. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. It's like worse than Black Friday for a bear. I'm like, I called Megan, like, it's not even worth it. You need to, like, just don't even get it, you know. But they shut it down. People were there at 8:30, and they were still in line at 4:30. People were in line all freaking day to save like maybe $20, maybe.
Were anybody contesting
ridiculous.
Against the shutdown? How dare you? No, nobody
I don't
fucking. They need their fill of their Huggabears.
I kicked a few kids walking past them because they're in my way.
You should. They're in fucking.
You know what?
You have every right to do that. You're a father too. You're allowed.
Have you ever been to Build-A-Bear workshop?
Yeah, of course.
It's the stupidest thing.
It is stupid.
There's a comedian named Wyatt Signac, and he talks about his problem with Medieval Times. The restaurant.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'd love to go to Medieval Times. We're going to burn a witch. Like that's Medieval Times to me. And he's like, I have the same problem with Build-A-Bear workshop. I really want to build a bear. He's like, I want it to have like Grizzly's legs and Kodiak's arms, but a panda bear face.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I see where you're going with it now. Nice.
Rob Shocker, can you give me a beer, please?
This is a historic occasion, ladies and gentlemen.
I did drink 2 weeks ago, but I was like the past.
You did not drink
2
on the
months.
podcast.
Yeah, the past 2
It's
months.
been a while since Drunk Paul, which I don't think he will get drunk tonight.
No,
but,
fuck no.
Well, at least a beer drinking Paul made an appearance on this podcast. It's been a while.
Yeah, I want to be the lush tonight, not Raph.
Yeah, Raph is already. You got some catching up to do.
Yeah. I'm already about to pass out, man.
Well, somebody's gonna be laughing at bullshit while you're passed out.
Nice.
So my next headline that I want to talk about is Disney talked about with the poor performance of Solo. that they were going to shut down all the Star Wars non-franchise, non-saga movies. Hold on. Let me finish my.
Okay.
So
how bad was Solo? What was your rate on that?
I liked it, but they spent a lot of money on it. They basically made 2 movies because, I mean, they had to bring Ron Howard in to clean everything up.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, they had to reshoot all of Paul Bettany's scenes because he wasn't even in the original movie. Like, they had to cast that character again because that original actor was. Anyway, there was a lot of stuff going on with that, but reportedly, there's an Obi-Wan Kenobi standalone movie that has been permits filed, ready to shoot starting next year.
Nice.
Because it's filming in Ireland and at the same spot that the Game of Thrones spinoff is going to be filming at. And there was an announcement that there was some kind of clash between the two of them. So, like, the Obi-Wan deal already has, like, something lined up. So that may actually be happening after all. And, I agree. Like, Kevin Smith made some really good points about, like, what you could do with the Star Wars IP. And, like, I mean, you recast Han Solo, which was a bad idea in the first place. You know what I mean? Right. There's other characters that you don't have to recast. You know what I mean? Like, you could do a movie on, like, why is Darth Vader a badass? Like,
are you saying they should have kept Harrison Ford?
No, I don't think you should have done a Solo movie at all.
Okay,
gotcha. Or you could have done, like, a Solo movie with Harrison Ford as Han Solo, like, right after Kylo goes bad and he leaves Leia, like, but in between, like, him going bad in the beginning of The Force Awakens. Like, what was him and Chewie? What were he and Chewie doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? By keeping the same character.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it because he didn't want to do it.
Part of it
he doesn't want to do it anymore. That's exactly right. So, and then you get, I mean, there's a bunch of characters you could do. You could do Boba Fett spin-off movies because it doesn't matter who's in the costume. You can do Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And the thing about an Obi-Wan movie is that, Alec Guinness was Obi-Wan for us.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Ewan McGregor was Obi-Wan, and he was great.
But he was a great transition.
He was the best part of the prequel trilogies.
Yeah.
And I think you could do an Obi-Wan standalone movie of his time on Tatooine and what he did for those 20 years that Luke was growing up, like how he interjected himself into Luke's life.
From Phantom Menace to Attack of the Clones in between there?
From Revenge
Luke.
of the Sith.
I think Anakin.
Yeah,
okay,
from the end of Revenge of the Sith, where he goes into exile on Tatooine.
Yeah.
To the beginning of A New Hope.
Yeah,
totally do that.
That's what I was going to ask. I could swear, I don't know if this is a joke, but they said they want to reboot already one of the main movies, 8 or some shit.
Well, they were talking about scrap. There was a petition online to scrap The Last Jedi.
Okay,
and
maybe that's what it was.
Saw that
maybe because I could swear they said they wanted to reboot it, but it was the fans, not
it was
Disney
the fans.
itself.
See, think about The Last Jedi. Us, we're not going to like it. Okay, but it's targeting a younger crowd, man.
No, I disagree. I think the problem with The Last Jedi was it was trying to be something that Star Wars is not.
Yeah.
And
same thing with The Force Awakens. I didn't like it that much.
The Force Awakens
played for me,
but The Force Awakens played well enough because it was enough nostalgia throwback and felt like a Star Wars movie. You know what I mean? It felt enough like a Star Wars movie.
Right.
To where you're okay with a little bit of new stuff, but then The Last Jedi took like a hard right turn. And you were like, "What is this?"
Yeah, see, that's the thing with Episode 7 was too much like the New Hope.
But that's the point. Like that was the whole point of that. They did that on purpose so that fans get that feeling of, oh, I know this movie. Like, this is my movie. You know what I mean?
Well, but then that seems like that becomes predictable and stale to me. Like, I didn't like that.
Then you have the rest of the movies to do fresh stuff, which is where The Last Jedi is going.
Right, but to me, they just wasted their fucking money.
I think they
then.
did. Well, it made a lot of money, so
I know, but they could have done a better job with that.
I mean,
I know, but no, I understand.
There's a lot of people that really like that.
I know, but I understand that. But to me, that just seems like it's just stale. Like, man, it's just too much.
Well,
just too similar.
It really wasn't.
I liked it though. Don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I just didn't like that direction. No.
As far as movies go, it was a good movie. As far as Star Wars movies goes, I don't know.
Shut the fuck up. That's wrong. Sorry, I haven't gotten violent in a while. It's been too long.
So I got something though for Jake.
Keep talking over him.
That's not how it works.
For Jake,
That's how it works.
wait.
Yeah.
The Force Awakening, right?
Force Awakens.
That was The Force Awakens. That was
I'm
for
surprised you're
you
awake.
to weed people out your life because of what's his name who ruined it for you.
Okay. Well, let me bring this story. It was during Christmas. I work.
Yeah.
At the UPS store, right? And it's
Yes.
crazy busy. In my line of work, Christmas is insanely busy for me. I go in, the sun's down. I leave when the sun's down.
So you're not there very long.
There you go. Nice. But of course, Christmas time, Star Wars movie comes out. Woo! Everybody gets corny, including me. Of course, I couldn't watch it because I get home, I'm super tired, and I made a time to watch it 2 weeks after the release date because that's when it was slowing down. I get on Facebook. I remember it was like the first or second day of release day. I get on Facebook and someone's like, spoiler alert if you have not watched this, shame on you too. Han Solo dead, boom. And I read that. I just wanted to cry, man. Not because he died, which I kind of figured Harrison Ford wasn't going to come back because he didn't want to play Han anymore. But
yeah, he wanted Lucas to kill him at the end of Empire Strikes Back.
Exactly. Yeah,
he was supposed to die in the Carbonite, and then they changed it, and he was so pissed that he had to do another movie.
Damn.
But it's like it really pissed me off, and I kind of cussed him out. Let it marinate for 24 hours. Then I deleted him as a friend.
Nice.
I deleted him as a friend.
Yeah, because he ruined the movie for him.
Yeah,
and it was funny.
Well, I was gonna say
when he told us about it, he was like, "Man, I've been wanting a reason to delete him out.
Yeah, I like him really.
Friends list. Nice. I've been wanting
His
a reason,
name was Tank.
and this is it. Yeah,
his real name is Edgar something. I forgot.
Yeah, it was Edgar, but also known as
I remember because what's something similar happened to me too. What happened to you? But it was on fucking YouTube on a video had nothing to do with fucking Star Wars. Somebody says it in the comments, Han dies at the end. Like, you motherfucker.
You don't have to worry about that if you go opening night. You don't have to worry about spoilers.
True.
Well, you know what? Don't surprise me.
What were you watching on YouTube? Like how to fold your shirt or something? And then someone
it might as well be.
Someone like Han Solo died.
And it's a real obscure, old, early 2005 YouTube video.
Oh, yeah.
Like 10,000 views, hardly any activity
classic.
on it.
I'm gonna go
and
trolling
fucking
like
asshole
that, man.
did that.
That's the way I'm a troll now.
God damn it, fucking people just fucking dicks.
It is what
I
it is.
get to do that, not them. That's
so
bullshit.
Today is Friday the 13th. We're recording this. We'd like to give a special birthday shout out to Sir Patrick Stewart, who turned 78 today.
Nice.
Captain Picard. Professor Xavier.
Speaking of which, have any of y'all seen
What do they
Deadpool
call you?
2?
Wheels?
I said, McWait.
Have y'all seen Deadpool 2 yet?
No.
Oh, fuck you guys. Never mind.
I'm waiting for fucking Ready Player One from Caleb.
I got it. You want me to put it on a USB drive for you?
Oh, tempting.
That is very tempting.
Say the word, bro. I got it. I watched it last weekend.
Let's condone piracy here.
We'll see.
Oh, we fully condone piracy.
Oh yeah, man! I'm about to pirate right now.
A lot of criminal activities in general. We condone.
It can't be tracked back to me, so it doesn't matter where you get it from.
Rob, you fucked up. You let me in your house.
That's true.
Your reflexes are so slowed right now. I could fucking you could run and I could walk and trip you.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Nice.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
All right. What else is in the news today? You want to talk about Papa John?
Better pizza, better ingredients, better fucking. You're fucked.
So they announced, Papa John dropped an N-bomb. I think that the board just kind of had it out. Yeah, the Papa John, whatever his name is.
Yeah, because I think it's. I don't know how recent it was.
Not only did they ask him to step down from the board, they're pulling him from all of their marketing.
Wow. Oh, we gotta say that box with his face on it's gonna be worth something.
Oh yeah,
we gotta order some tonight before it's too late. We gotta remember Papa John.
Papa John.
Fuckers. It's just as bad like I told you about Netflix.
ObiWan.
I gotta look into that more.
Yeah.
5-second rule. Netflix corporate. You can't make eye contact for more than 5 seconds.
I don't believe that.
I want to look that up. That's what I said. I want to look it up.
So there's also a
Not
new
right
Joss Whedon is getting a new TV series.
Is that the guy from
straight to HBO.
Isn't that the somebody from Full House related?
He did Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel and what he didn't he do the first Avengers movie?
I don't remember.
Joss Whedon.
The name sounds
Joss Whedon.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I think that he did. It wasn't J.J. Abrams. I'm pretty sure that it was Joss Whedon did the first Avengers movie.
Yeah. I don't know. Well,
Is that 2 liter bottle of Pepsi in the fridge
Steve
yours?
Ditko died. Passed away.
I posted that on our Facebook page.
Oh, did you? I don't even check that.
Yeah, well, that's because
Who
you
did?
suck. Steve Ditko. The creator of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Well,
I don't know why would I be sorry, but I don't know who that is.
I will take another beer,
sucks.
sir. Whenever you
he did. He was the writer of the Avengers,
Yeah,
and he wrote the screenplay for Justice League, and he wrote Avengers: Age of Ultron.
and he
yeah, that's what it was. Age of Ultron.
No, he
Age
did
of
both.
Ultron?
He was a writer and did the screenplay for both of them.
Yeah, Age of Ultron. And Ultron.
Yeah,
So they are describing his new series. He's got a new series coming out, and it's something like some kind of like post-Victorian something. I forget.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. So
It's
Rob,
It's supposed
what are we
to be
looking
as
about like
a science fiction drama about a gang of Victorian women who find themselves with unusual abilities.
I'm in. I heard woman.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody's
women.
staring at me for a beer.
Okay.
Yes,
so
beer,
why you get a beer?
beer,
I want to talk a
beer.
story about women. I want to talk about a good story about doing what I'm doing as a member, being a productive member in society. A couple of months ago, I ran into my ex-girlfriend's younger sister at the Galleria, and talking for a little bit. She was carrying a box. She was at work, and she was asking me like, "Hey, do you know where the post office is?" Like in the Galleria. I was like, "I didn't realize there was one here." And I was like, "Well, there's a map for the Galleria right here." It's like, "Well, let me help you out. I'll search for it for you."
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Okay." Post was like, "Oh, I'll be damned. There it is. It's back literally all the way where you came from," because she told me where she works at the Galleria. Right. So, she was carrying that box. She was kind of struggling a little bit, and like I said, I was helping her out, like trying to find directions for the post office, so she can drop off that box.
Of course.
So at one point, I was thinking, you know what? I haven't seen her in a while. I'd like to maybe just catch up and just talk and, walk and talk. And, maybe I'll take the box and help her out. We can walk and talk. But instead, I just walked away smiling and telling myself that I did good and I'm for equality for women because I let her carry that box on her own. And I am a productive member of the society.
Yes.
The end.
I would not expect any more from you, Paul.
I wouldn't
Thank
expect
you.
any
That's a
less
true
either.
story.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob. We don't need bouncing and fucking equations, but all right.
Have you seen Robert Patrick named a movie? Have you seen this kid? I think I saw him at the Galleria. The Galleria?
We talking about John versus the Terminator?
God damn it. Is that a YouTube video? John
No.
versus the Terminator?
No, that was on Terminator 2.
Yeah, John versus the Terminator.
Yeah.
You don't remember that? You said that last week?
Did I?
Yeah. You're like, it's not called John versus the Terminator.
That's right.
That was great. That's fucking great. That's a great title. You're welcome, James Cameron.
There's also the last piece of news that I could find to talk about is Zombieland 2 sequel is a go.
Oh,
yeah.
With Emma Stone and Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson says he never does sequels either, but he's going to make an exception apparently.
I'm waiting for Kingpin.
And he said
2.
that years ago too.
God damn it.
Wait for what?
No.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Kingpin 2.
Yeah,
Everybody
Kingpin
said,
2.
I wish.
I thought you said the Kingsman 2. I was like, that's already out.
Yeah. No. Just when he's in Kingpin, when he's getting interviewed. So what have you been up to all these years? Drinking. Drinking. That's all I've been up to. But that's past me. It's beneath me. no, he's like, well, no, he's like, are you still drinking? He's like, no, that's beneath me, it's past me. He's like, why, you buying? That's fucking great, man. Fucking Farrelly Brothers, man.
So hold on. Great. So Woody Harrelson says he never does sequels. He was in all 3 Hunger Games movies.
That traitor.
Good point.
No, but he also said this too before, when Zombieland came out. Right when Zombieland came out, that's when he said it, because people were asking for a sequel for the movie, and he's like, I don't do sequels. I'm not going to do it.
He hasn't been offered any other work because they've been holding out. Everybody's been like, do a Zombieland 2. No. And then nobody offered him any other roles. He was like, fuck, I guess.
That's always goddamn. Poor Woody.
Out of the Furnace 2. Comes back.
He's a zombie.
The Groat.
The Ballad of Harlan the Groat.
Was his name Woody when he was on Cheers? What was his name?
Oh, man, I think...
I'm sorry, Mr. Pearson. I can't carry you in my back.
I don't know. That's a good point.
Just give me another beer, you brain dead.
I'm going to have to look it up.
I'll kill you.
Woody.
I'll kill all you.
Because it was...
slow down there.
Ted Danson was Sam Malone.
Sam Malone.
Sam Malone from 104? Sam Malone,
104
morning show, bro. Oh, wait, that's Rob Ryan. Rob Ryan, I mean... Rob Ryan.
They're all the fucking same, dude.
Hey, should be a strip club announcer. Come on, suck my dick for $2 drinks.
Yeah, he was. His name was Woody.
Woody
Boyd.
Oh, really?
He took over the.
I always wanted to do that job.
The old guy that passed away during the first season, I think.
Yeah, but.
Oh yeah,
going back to me,
was that old guy.
He
was the bar back during that time, and he passed away. I think after the middle of the second season, actually.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a strip club DJ.
Yeah, Nicholas Costal, Coach. They called him Coach.
Coach. Yeah.
I always wanted to do that.
Coach Carter.
So another thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if y'all have watched this. Has anybody watched the trailer for Creed 2?
Yeah, you want to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have
yes.
Not. For a second, I thought you were talking about the band. They're coming back together. Scott Stapp.
Oh, really?
No. So Sylvester Stallone. So Ryan Coogler did the first one. He did. He's the guy that did Black Panther also.
Nice.
So he didn't. I guess he didn't want to do a second one or whatever. Anyway, so Rocky Balboa himself stepped up and he was like, "Oh, I'll do it." So he's got a hold of it now. So now they're doing a Creed 2, and like you see them talking in the trailer. He's they're back and forth. And he's like, there's too much history, and like he's talking to Adonis, and he's like, I can't let you do it. There's blah blah, and you're like, where are they going with this? Right. And at the very end of the trailer, they show the guy he's getting in the ring, and he turns around on the back of his robe. It says Drago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hell yeah, man.
That's gonna be fun.
That's one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer, but I do remember that they're casting for like a Drago's kid or something like that.
Yeah, and I think that they confirmed that Dolph Lundgren is confirmed for this movie.
If he dies, he
dies.
He dies.
If he dies, he dies.
What was it? I must destroy you.
No,
I must break you.
I must break you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you, vodka.
That's when he keeps getting up and he's fighting him, and like finally he's like, it's like punching a piece of steel. Like he just doesn't, you know what I mean? Like because in that first fight with Apollo, and like Apollo comes out there and he puts his fist out there
around
and he goes to like they go to touch gloves. He goes to hit the top of his gloves and his fucking hands don't even move, and Apollo's face is like, holy fuck,
What did I get myself into?
Yeah, there's been some discussions about what's going to happen because Rocky didn't throw in the towel to stop the fight, and that's what killed Apollo.
There you go.
So is that going to happen if Adonis fights Drago's son?
But
if
then
it's
again,
Drago's son,
I'm
or
thinking
whatever?
this one, Drago's not fucking. The Drago's sons is not fucking, juicing up and fucking, on the machine.
I have a theory that he is because he wants to eat. He wants to end the Creed bloodline because he wants the mother for himself, Sylvester or Rocky. That's my theory. He must die.
It's founded in nothing.
What?
Your theory is founded in nothing.
And I asked you for opinion.
Oh.
Yeah. Shut that fucking trap.
Yeah.
This is all
I
opinion.
think it's gonna be a fair fight. all strength.
All strength?
Yeah, none of this juicing.
I think they're both going to juice, to be honest with you. In
juicing?
fact, I think Sly Stallone's going to juice himself.
I think that they should have
His heart's going to stop.
I think they should have. I think they should have a boxing league where you demand steroids, like you juice as hard as you can, and then you go beat the fuck out of each other. Like
that would be fucking badass, actually.
You know what I mean? Like a football league like that too. Take whatever the fuck you
like
want. Let's go.
Blitz,
yeah,
a real life blitz. That'd be fucking great.
Like,
no, it'd be great. No, they can drink and fucking drunk as shit.
Right?
They just go fucking off the walls,
Yeah,
man.
They can drink and fuck on the field.
Yeah, why not?
do an 8-ball of coke and go out there and fucking
Sure, ass out there. Not yet, coach. I'm still got lines here. Fucking.
And on today's news, no one from the Texan squad died today.
Who?
No, I'm just saying, like, if they're going to do all these drugs,
Yeah,
they're bound
right.
to die during the
right.
game.
Yeah, they're bound to die after somebody.
We're talking about washed up
games.
players that can't play in the NFL.
Fucking has-beens.
Yeah, has-beens. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. We're talking about guys that couldn't even cut it with Ryan Davidson in reality of wrestling.
Oh, nice.
They got to go. Just, I mean, they probably you pay him. I'm telling you, I would watch that
There's a
over
market
the
for
NFL.
that. Oh, there's a market for that. Hell
There's
yeah.
definitely a market for that. Anyway,
I'm in.
so
Now, we're not sure why the whole defense team decided to do heroin. They're passed out.
They're passed out.
on the
Their
floor.
strategy failed them.
Their strategy failed them.
Good job, boys.
That's awesome.
The quarterback's on methamphetamine. He's back and forth on the field. I touchdown here. I touchdown there.
Oh, you see that tight end? He's chewing the guy's head off. He must be on some bath salts.
he's literally eating his face.
That's a sport I'll watch. I can watch.
I'll
Sports
watch
like that, I'd fucking
you remember
watch
that cartoon back in the day? It was like mutants or fucking monsters playing football and shit, and they would like
That sounds familiar.
like Mutant League or Monster
sounds
League
familiar.
or something like that.
Nah.
You know what I'm talking about?
You're
though,
on
right?
your own.
yeah, it sounds familiar.
I'm
yeah.
gonna Google it.
I
I'm gonna
just,
have to.
I just
You're on
can't
your fucking
remember
own.
exactly what the whole.
I don't
was.
remember what
What
the
happened?
premise of it was, but they all it was a football team, and they would like their fucking arms would get blown off and stuff. Mutant League, that's what it was called.
Really?
It was called Mutant League. Like these were the
Yeah,
players.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Not
Dude, they would die and like their arms would get blown off and then fucking, while they were playing they would just like rip an arm off and
Was
like
that
slap
in
each
the
other.
90s?
So fucking hit me with a pillow earlier.
Hey,
you son of a
y'all
bitch.
children, leave each other alone.
He hit me with a he squished me with a pillow earlier.
Oh,
I did.
Motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I did.
It ran, so it aired.
Hey, man,
it
you
ran
wanted a
from
pillow.
wow, 2 years really. It ran from 94 to 96.
Wow. Those were the days, man.
Those were the days.
They won't dare to put that shit on the network anymore, man. That
no.
sucks.
There's a trailer for it. We're gonna have to post a trailer on our website. This is great. Oh, fucking Mutant League.
Oh, my child's
what I'm talking-
offended. Oh, my child blew up a spoon. Nah, never mind.
Did you say blow up a school?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh,
they're
offended.
playing what they watch and play.
Yeah.
The PlayStation.
I hear you.
All right.
PlayStation.
All right, on to topic of discussion for tonight.
Is?
We are kind of falling behind, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, with our plans to get things rolling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is a bridge episode, but it will still be 100% content.
Oh, yeah.
So tonight's episode, we are going to be
Bridge.
talking about. Everybody was asked to bring an actor or actress, and we'll discuss their body of work. So did everybody? We didn't discuss this ahead of time, so I think this is going to be really good that we didn't discuss this ahead of time.
Right.
It could
So-
be very bad too.
It
we
could
all
also
need
be very
phones.
bad.
We
Yeah.
all need to pull out our phones to fact check each other.
No fact checks. We'll do that when we're sober.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
That's true.
So,
I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh, that's fine.
Like,
Lie down.
all right.
Go on.
So let's go around the table. Jake,
Oh,
who is your
fuck
actor
me.
or actress
Well-
that you're bringing in?
There's a lot of them, but I'm a big fan of Christian Bale.
Just one. All right, one. That's what we're going to
Christian
discuss. All right, Christian Bale, Raph.
That's a good one, dude. It's a little too good.
You haven't even thought.
I want
anything.
that one. No, I'm just playing.
A little
I'm
too
gonna go
Raph.
I can't even think of one.
I'm gonna go ahead and go.
man.
Shite.
I don't
Shia LaBeouf. All right.
No,
Paul?
I said shite.
fuck.
I'm gonna go Jake Gyllenhaal.
I can't be confident on this. I bounce around too many times. I'm just gonna say my man Giamatti, Paul.
Oh, that's a good
All right,
one.
go Paul Giamatti. I'm going with Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Oh, okay then.
What?
Marty.
Nice. And if you,
I thought about this. Obviously,
you know
Y'all
what?
didn't.
I'm gonna take it back.
No, you can't take it back. Nope, you're
No,
done.
that's
You're
right.
with Jake
Fucking
Gyllenhaal.
nice.
Okay, fair enough.
You're with the weird twin.
I should have chose what's
you
it
are
called?
really with. You know his. Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Peter Sarsgaard.
Oh, poor baby. With us,
No.
not anymore.
I fucked up.
You fucked up. Easy though.
I would go with
just-
Bill Skarsgård over Peter Skarsgård.
Oh God.
All right, it's
So
going.
let's. All right,
So
let's.
what are we, how we doing this?
All right, I don't know. Let's start with Christian Bale. Like, what was Christian Bale's first movie?
I don't know if it's first movie, man. I'm just a fan of his work. That's it. You know.
You
So
know
let's
his first
talk
movie?
about his work.
Well, I mean, Empire of the Sun was one of his early ones. I don't know. I don't think that
Oh,
was
yeah.
the first
You
one.
remember the
To
one
me,
where he was in the
Shaft.
newspaper?
Shaft.
On the newspaper.
Yeah, that's when he was
That's
young,
the first
real
time I
young.
seen Christian
Samuel
Bale
L.
was shot.
Jackson Shaft was Samuel L. Jackson.
Christian Bale was the antagonist
Was he?
in Shaft. Yeah, that was the first time I seen Christian Bale.
The thing that
You remember that?
gets me about Christian
Really?
Bale
He
is
was
his dedication to
Yeah.
a role.
Yeah.
You know, like when he did. I mean, he bulked up a lot for Batman, but he bulked up a lot for American Psycho, and then he
Yeah.
slimmed down for the mechanic.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
and he was like
The machinist.
That's
the
a
machinist.
dedication.
Yeah,
Like,
the
the
machinist.
machinist, it was like
dedication.
fucking borderline death.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Very
His,
sick, man.
it's and that can't
And
be.
then he fucking, what's it called? He did it again for The Fighter. Or Fighter.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
he was
like
his brother's
like,
coach.
Yeah, his brother's
He was like a
coach.
heroin
Drugs and
addict
shit,
or
yeah.
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, like
And his
crackhead.
brother's
He was
boxing
a
coach,
crackhead or
right?
something
Yeah.
like that, meth head.
Supposedly, for the machinist, his diet was like a half an apple and a coffee a day for
Oh my
so long.
God, this
Black
is so
coffee.
terrible.
And even that movie, I think he dropped down. So when he was a
Oh!
prisoner of war in
Yeah,
Vietnam,
yeah.
Yeah,
Steve
something,
Zahn.
Was Steve
Red-
Zahn in there,
right?
Red something.
no,
Red Dawn.
Rescue Dawn. Red Dawn. No, Rescue Dawn. Rescue Dawn.
That movie's
Rescue Dawn.
fucked
He
Yeah.
up.
dropped
man.
10 pounds there too.
Oh,
man.
fucking A.
10
did,
pounds,
man.
yeah, but he dropped 50 kilos.
Some pounds.
for-
I don't know how many pounds because he was just on a.
Kilos, Rob.
Was on-
Kilos. You speak English, goddammit.
This is America, goddamn.
America.
So you take your fucking metric system bullshit,
Yeah,
your
no
tens,
metric here.
and get the fuck out of here with that shit.
You know what they call a quarter? You know what
fuck
they
outta
call a
here.
quarter pounder with cheese in Europe?
A Royale with cheese. Well, check out the big brain on bread.
All right, no tickling or nothing.
I was going to go with Christian Bale, man. It's just because he does put a lot of dedication into his acting. Like he was a great actor in Empire of the Sun.
Yeah.
Being a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Even going as far-fetched, I don't think it did well at all. But Harsh Times, it's one of those movies I can watch
Yeah.
over and over
I've never
and
seen
over.
it.
It's a
good movie.
great
It's hard
movie.
for me to
Harsh
watch, kind of.
So he just came out of the Marines and he wants to join the FBI, but
No, he wants to join just the regular police force.
That
way he can bring his wife from Mexico.
right. But I think he
didn't get the job. He didn't get the job for the police force. They wanted to recruit him for what's it called, Homeland Security.
There you go. That's what it was. I think
Ooh,
I thought it was
I
FBI.
jerked off to that
though.
movie too many times.
You know,
believe
just the
that.
fact that he plays like he grew up in the hood with the
Yeah.
Mexicans, and he has that accent, and
Yeah.
he speaks Spanish in that movie, and it's damn good. I'm like, I was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
surprised.
That was post Batman Begins,
Yeah.
or about the same time.
Probably roughly around the same time.
I think it was
You know,
after.
one of my
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they were
after, I
released
think.
the same year.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think where's he from? He's from Europe somewhere. Fucking is it England or?
yeah, he's English.
Nah, I think he's American.
No. He has an accent.
Christian
Who's
Bale?
that?
That's fake.
Christian
Chris-
Bale?
yeah, he's English.
No, he's English.
Yeah, English. Yeah.
Top
Bale.
notch.
He's from Wales. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. But no, he
That's
he did that. He did that accent, like a thick
Yeah,
accent, really
yeah.
well.
He did good,
like,
man.
Bruce Wayne, he was a
You
damn
know,
good Batman. I didn't like him being like the voice of Batman. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
But, I
think
mean, I think he was a good Bruce Wayne.
He is a great Bruce Wayne. Yeah. So I'll agree with you. And one of my favorite roles of Christian Bale's, and I get shit for this all the time when I talk about it, because the movie didn't get no love from my movie Reign of Fire with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh hell yeah!
Yes!
Dragons, yeah.
That was good.
Fucking
never done that one.
McConaughey was
jumping
great.
the axe
the
right at the end.
plot line of that movie, like I feel like that it could have been filmed a little better, but the plot line of that movie was super interesting.
Yeah.
Like it was totally plausible. It explained like dragon mythology, quote. I mean, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody remembers, they're digging a subway tunnel in London, and they find a dragon egg like buried in like a tomb almost, and it hatches, and like that spawns like these dragons, and the dragons eat ash. So that's why they burn things. So, and then they just take over the world. I mean, there's no killing them. They spawn so fast, it just spreads like a virus. And like they're living in this post-apocalyptic land, you know, and like there's a group of survivors, and Christian Bale leads kind of one of them of the UK branch, and then here comes Matthew McConaughey, tribal tats and fucking ball-headed and a long goatee,
full of water,
sitting on riding the gun of a fucking tank right into him, and they're like, we're hunting fucking dragons, like that shit was badass. Like I'm sorry, like, but that was awesome. The shots, some of the special effects in that movie were awesome. I mean, there were some great cinematic shots in there. I mean, it was. I thought it was a great movie.
Did you like how they retold Star Wars and he said he made it up to the kids? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
He tells like they're acting it out like he's claiming that he made up that story.
Yeah. Because nobody remembers.
Yeah, exactly. They're young. All this shit out, you can get away with it and claim anything. I thought that was pretty funny in the movie.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Man, that's a great fucking movie.
Yeah. I've never actually watched American Psycho all the way through.
Oh man,
it's a hard watch, man. I've gotten to the part where he kills Jared Leto.
Do you like?
He didn't like his Joker performance either.
Fun fact:
simply irresistible.
I like the music in that movie when he's talking about Huey Lewis
in the news.
You like Huey Lewis in the news?
Okay, so he kills Jared Leto, right?
Right.
Fun fact: there's another movie called The Outsiders. It's or Outsider. It's with Jared Leto, and that same scene where he gets killed. That scene's in the what's it called? That movie, The Outsider, but it's Jared Leto doing it to Emal Hirsch. I swear, it's almost the same setup. It's like Emal Hirsch is sitting down drinking at a table, and fucking Jared Leto just comes from behind and fucking stabs him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's almost the same setup. It's fucking hilarious. I was like, damn, fucking
simply irresistible playing in the background.
I wish it was playing in the background.
Or Susu Studio.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Studio.
What about what's it called?
Favorite Christian Bale movie. So yeah, they did that. I guess Out of the Furnace. That one scene, and I think it's one of my top 10 scenes of all time in any of movies. Is whenever he finds out that his ex girlfriend, because he went to jail for so long, and he came back and he tried to get back with his ex girlfriend. Well, he thought it was still his girlfriend, I guess, but he tried to get back with her and like, no, I'm pregnant with some other guy's kid, and just that pain.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
That Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, that's right. But that pain that you see in that scene. It's like,
but he laughs it off.
It's so believable.
You're going to be a
it's so believable,
man.
It's sad. It's hard to watch that.
Yeah, man.
It's tough. Just check out that scene. And that's the best.
All right, I haven't seen it. I'll have to watch it.
No, it's good.
I will say...
in the Groat.
He's my second favorite John Connor.
John Connor, that's right.
He was a badass John Connor. He was a badass John Connor. I'm assuming Furlong's your first, right?
Oh, of course.
Your fucking ass. I told you to fucking shut, you prick.
I don't know who the fuck. I don't even remember that.
From 3?
Nick.
You know what I'm talking about?
He's an alcoholic, and he went to check himself to rehab. That's all I know.
With Claire Danes. Claire Danes was in 3, right?
Yeah.
In 3, yeah.
Yeah. So
Rise of the Machines.
Yeah. Claire Danes.
His name is Nick something.
Yeah.
Nick Stahl. Nick Stahl.
Oh, Nick Stahl. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, Nick Stahl.
No, but you didn't hear that one. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh yeah,
What the fuck is
Christian
with you?
Bell lost it on the
set
of
I'm gonna kick
Salvation.
your fucking ass. Fucking get over here for a minute. It's fucking accent.
I mean,
You don't think for 1 second. What the fuck are you doing?
Again, we don't know what happened now in that scene. You know, for all we know, that was so hardcore.
I know.
Man.
But I understand. Like, you're trying to do a scene. You should have probably handled it properly. But he was just so into the character and getting into the scene.
What movie was that for?
That was for
Terminator, right?
Yeah.
And he just
Terminator Genesis.
lost it. Yeah.
No, Salvation.
Salvation.
Genesis is
Jason It's Terminator Salvation.
Can you top me
Jason
off, Pally?
Clark and
one of those. Darling.
What's
that sexy chick?
Khaleesi's
Rob Honey.
Khaleesi's, yeah.
What's her name?
No.
Emily Clark.
Terminator Clark.
No. I'm looking at it right now, and It was Terminator Salvation. Yeah, you're right. Terminator Salvation. Terminator Genesis was
Emilia Clarke.
one with Emilia Clarke.
Nice. Very excited.
The kid from the kid that died from his Jeep that played the Russian kid in the new Star Trek movies.
Anton Yelchin.
Yeah, he played Kyle Reese.
Yeah, he played Kyle Reese.
Yes, and he did a good Kyle Reese, young Kyle Reese.
He did it all right.
Yeah,
He
man.
did good. I mean, for being an
Look at
Outlander.
me, Mono.
Like Salvation. I would like to think that Terminator 1, 2, and hopefully
3.
this new James Cameron film is going to be.
Fuck
That's going to be my
Tree.
number 3. It's just like the Fast and the Furious,
Catherine
man.
Brewster.
Fuck 1. It goes from 1 to 4
Catherine
and 5.
Brewster,
That's it. Catherine Brewster.
You know,
That's their limit, man.
here's one thing though. I like part 3 with the fight scenes between the Arnold and that
Ryan,
new
relax.
Terminator.
Oh, yeah, the chick?
Yeah, those fight scenes are like they were like
Just
bashing
die,
each other, like
bitch.
they're like bashing each other through
I
the
like
walls
part
and shit.
3 now.
When I saw that, I was
we
like,
saw it in California.
man, they can make a Dragon Ball Z movie.
When they
but what do they
fucking-
do?
when they
They
smashed-
fucked up the Dragon Ball Z movie.
When they smash
Oh,
into
yeah.
like they're in the restroom and they're fucking smashing the
when the
shit out
no,
of
not
begging.
that. No, when they go to John Connor's mom's tomb, and he fucking,
and they
and he pulls out the casket full of guns.
Fucking
Straight
man.
up.
Shook
So
it,
I don't know
shoots
if you
him in
know
the mouth.
this,
Don't
and probably
do that.
everybody does know this. That movie came out in 2003.
And Toyota had their own fucking T3.
Dude, Toyota had a big heart on in that movie. So they had the Toyota Tundra T3 edition was released that year, and Toyota had their fucking branding dick all over that. The first car that the chick Terminator steals is a Lexus SC430. That was the first year they were released. The hardtop
Shit,
convertible,
nice.
like.
Okay.
I did not know that.
I mean, oh yeah, dude. There's Toyotas all over that movie.
Yeah. The
Hey,
Prestige.
Fact check because I work for Toyota, so I know.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
all
yeah,
this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I remember
Is it
those.
is
I
it
remember those days.
Toyotas and Black Panther?
Lexus, yeah.
Those Highlanders and Toyota was all over that one
Yeah,
too. Toyotas
yeah.
and Lexuses, yeah.
The
All right.
Prestige, man.
Oh.
The Prestige was a great fucking movie.
Prestige is a great film, dude.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
they did that.
absolutely.
I've
was
never
great.
seen it. It's
That's
Hugh
a good-
Jackman in that movie.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I
Christian
think that's
Bale's
better
great.
than The Illusionist, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
darker.
No, The Illusionist was great, but the Prestige was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give
I
it
guess
to
we wrap that
Prestige.
off with Christian Bale because I mean,
The only reason why I like
Top
the Illusionist
notch.
has my Giovanni and fucking what's his name?
Norton.
Edward Norton, yeah.
Oh man, we should have thrown Edward Norton. Somebody should have picked Edward Norton.
he-
Fuck the Uptown.
25th hour,
all right.
baby.
all right, next, Raph. Who was your pick?
yours?
I picked
It was so unforgettable.
oh yeah, Jake.
Zoe
Jake
Deschanel? Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Unforgettable.
My baby.
Jake
My baby,
Gyllenhaal. I
yeah.
chose
Pick Jake Gyllenhaal. I thought you changed it.
I wanted to change it, but I'm gonna just go with Peter Sarsgaard. But I'm just gonna leave it with Jake.
I think you
Gyllenhaal.
should leave it with Jake Gyllenhaal. He's
I
got a
agree.
great body of work.
Well,
The
he's got a
first-
great
you know what's the
body.
funny thing though?
Is that what you said? It's a
Peter
bad too.
Sarsgaard and Jake Gyllenhaal are the brother-in-laws.
Can I tell you one of my favorite
Are
they?
Gyllenhaal movies?
Yeah, they're brother-in-laws because Peter Sarsgaard's married to
Oh,
Maggie
to
Gyllenhaal.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
His. I think they're the same person.
Puts a wig on.
okay, so Jake Gyllenhaal. Okay, first
What's the first movie you saw Jake Gyllenhaal in?
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko, man. Oh, funny story. I got high with Jake's brother.
Oh, yeah.
I got high with Jake's brother. Jake
And watched
Jake's,
Donnie Darko?
Yeah,
Who
Jake's
didn't
brother.
get high and
Yeah,
watch Donnie
Jake's brother.
Fuck that
Darko?
movie.
Jake's
That
brother.
movie is so confusing. Like I
liked
watched
it, though.
Okay, I watched it high
Shut
so
up.
many times, confused, and then I watched it sober, and I was like, oh,
Seth Rogen's in that movie.
Yeah, he is. Like,
Is he really?
I like your boobs. Yeah.
Seth
Rogen's
Young,
in
Yeah,
that
he's in
movie?
there. He's in there.
The high school
He's one of the
bully.
bullies.
I'm
He's one of the
fact
bullies.
checking.
But
that.
No, yeah,
okay,
for sure. I
when
know
I
that
first
for a
saw it, what's it called? Jake's brother Eric told me, he's like, "Hey man, I got a blunt. What's it called? It's like half or like 2/3 of a blunt." He's like, "You want to smoke it and watch Donnie Darko?" I was like, "I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm down to smoke. Let's smoke." We smoked. And then we started watching. I was
Holy
like,
shit.
I was like watching. I was like, man, what the
Right.
fuck is going on? And there's that scene where Jake Gyllenhaal's dad is driving, and Jake's like sitting on the passenger seat. They're driving, and the dad just keeps looking at him. He's like, "You all right, son?" Just keeps staring at him. It's like he's not paying attention to the road. I was so high. I was like, "Wait, Why is he not looking at the road? And then fucking your brother tells you, like, man, that's a good eye, dude. It's like, he's not paying attention to the road. And then eventually, of course, that did become a factor in the movie because he almost ran somebody over.
So my connection to that movie, I always thought, so the weird kid that ends up playing, like, that wears that bunny costume at the end, Frank.
Yeah, Frank.
Like, he's the same guy from Gone in 60 Seconds.
I can get pizza.
Where they're like, and this is Fred. He can order pizzas like nobody's business. He's like, what the fuck? Yeah. People got eaten.
Oh, yeah.
What does the moron do? He boosts the car.
Yeah, he's like,
brings it
what?
back.
Can't steal a car?
Yeah.
Boosted it myself.
Fucking loser with the
He's like, he's like, all right, how'd you get it? He's like, actually, the keys were in it. He's like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose.
Then they do a Boys in the Hood scene where he gets shot up in front of his yard. Right?
Yeah,
Doesn't he get killed?
No.
In Fast and Furious?
Poor
No.
Toby.
Fast and the Furious. You're switching movies. We're talking about Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh, Gone in
You're
60
talking
Seconds.
about Fast
sorry.
I got number time, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Master P.
Yeah,
Number
there
time,
we
baby.
go. There you go. Now I know what we're talking about now.
After the fucking 18-wheeler rips the front end of that car, he's drinking that. He's having coffee. He's like, "You want some of this?"
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke you.
I'm gonna smoke you.
Favorite Gyllenhaal movie?
Favorite Gyllenhaal movie?
Fucking
Yeah.
bandana.
Dude, I'm gonna have to
shit.
say-
Brokeback Mountain.
No, I'm gonna have to. Hey, man!
I
I've seen it.
When
you.
you're stuck in the mountain and all you got is one partner on your side,
I'm jerking off.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
get
fucking a guy.
I'm gonna get mine.
I seen the movie. It's all right.
Yeah, man. It's not like
I
a
gotta
show
say what they're gonna
full penetration. You know, like hee.
One more time.
Full
You're missing an R in there.
Prena? No.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
This is
God damn
great.
it.
Keep going. This is great.
Don't encourage them.
Straight to banging, all right? They're not straight to banging, all right?
No first date dinners.
Penetration, buddy.
No more first dinner.
Penetration.
Did you say at one point,
Penetration.
what's his name? He's like, what's going on, huh? What's going on? Like he's getting a dick inside him. He's like, huh? What's going on?
You talking about,
Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger, yeah.
Huh? What's going on?
Another great actor, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
10 things I hate about you. Stick the topic. Stick the topic.
Yeah.
Seriously, favorite Gyllenhaal movie? I'm gonna have to say, Nocturnal Animals?
Nightcrawler.
That's the newest movie that came out, right?
Nightcrawler.
Animals?
Oh, with Nicole. Is it Nicole Kidman?
No. Amy Adams.
Amy Adams. She is in that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only reason why I like that movie so much is because it's like a movie within a movie, because you see Amy Adams going through her, struggle of being neglected by her husband, blah, 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 and her ex-husband, which is Jake Gyllenhaal, sends her a copy of a new book that he wrote, and it also plays out, what's it called? They play out the book, and it's just such a fucked up story. It has my man Michael Shannon in there.
Oh, Michael Shannon, yeah.
Yeah, he's in there.
Man,
What's that one chick that's married to something Cohen?
Nice.
Something Cohen. He was on Talladega Nights. And Bruno, Borat.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen, his wife.
Not Amy
Fisher?
Adams.
No,
Ela Fisher. Ela Fisher.
Ela
yeah.
Fisher,
Ela
yeah.
Fisher.
The one that looks just like
It's-
Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's just such
Sexy
a
redheads, man.
I think
They don't
Ela
look-
Fisher's
oh,
hotter
and
than
it has-
I don't know, Amy has
and
pretty hot, too.
the
Amy Adams got big
antagonist
eyes.
is, what's his name? Aaron Tyler something. He's the one that played Quicksilver on the Avengers.
Okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, he's the bad guy in the movie. It's just,
You know what
it's
the bad
just
guy
a-
in Jake Gyllenhaal's career is? The Prince of Persia movie.
You know, my favorite Jake Gyllenhaal movie is City Slickers.
City Slicker.
As a kid,
Oh, he was the Billy Crystal's kid. Holy
He's like,
shit.
oh, get a room, you guys, or something. Whenever they're kissing.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
put a shirt
God.
on.
Yeah,
I totally forgot
Or
about
he's,
that.
he's jerking it while he sees his parents.
No. I got you beat. I got you beat. Before Jake Gyllenhaal started to do serious movies, Have you ever seen the movie Bubble Boy?
I don't think I've never seen that one.
Holy shit! That movie is fucking awesome. He's in a bubble, like with arms and legs. The arms flap off the side of the bubble while he's running, and like he's trying to meet up with the girl. And then, like at the end of the movie, they're like, right? "Oh, you developed immunities when you were like 3 or 4. Like you didn't need to be in this bubble your whole life." Oh God!
Did you know that's based on a
true
person
story?
in Houston?
Yeah, and there was a Seinfeld episode based on him
What
too.
You do like a Seinfeld? Really? Oh,
yeah, there was a Seinfeld.
I think I might have seen it.
That fucking Bubble Boy.
Pepsi?
But yeah, man. So far,
you see
my
pussy,
favorite
you take
is
it?
Nocturnal Animal, and I do want to see Enemy. It's basically.
Have you seen Nightcrawler?
Oh,
God,
yeah, that's a great one too.
Actually,
that is a very good one.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man, dude. The guy,
he's been
man.
October
he does
Sky.
Good yeah,
October Sky.
He does good movies.
Great.
He does great movies. Hell, fucking Love. What was it? Love, Drugs, and something.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
That was a pretty good one too, man. That was a great one.
City
what about
Slickers.
what are you in Jarhead?
He was in Jarhead.
Yeah,
with his brother-in-law Peter Sarsgaard.
And
true. You're right.
And Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Joseph Gordon-Levitt killed himself in that movie. Remember?
You're right. Yeah.
That wasn't this. That's a different movie.
No, that's Jarhead.
That's a different movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's on Jarhead.
I thought he was wearing glasses.
No, there's another movie. It's about like I think Channing Tatum. Is it? Like he's trying to escape. Like
no,
he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to return to duty.
Yeah,
what's Stop Loss?
Oh, Stop Loss. That's
the movie.
Yeah, it's got what's that guy's name in it? Josh Hartnett.
Oh yeah, you're
Josh
right.
Hartnett's
You're right.
in that.
Timothy Oliphant was the I think it's Superior.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah. Who's the other guy that looks like Timothy Oliphant?
I know what you're talking about.
Josh Duhamel.
Yeah. Yes, big time.
Which one of them is married to Fergie?
Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel.
Disgusting. I know.
That's
disgusting. Oh my God. She's not that attractive to me.
No, she is not.
I don't see people make a big deal
about it. What does Daniel Tosh? He calls her fugly.
Really?
Daniel Tosh does? Yeah.
No shit. Well, damn, that's fucked up. I just don't find her attractive. That's it. I'm trying to be a dick.
You don't want to go too far as calling her fugly. We just say,
get a lawsuit on us. I heard the podcast. You called me fugly.
How low would that be? How low would that be a Fergie?
Yeah, I'd be happy. She heard her podcast.
Hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah.
That's true.
Come on, Fergie. Do me. Huh, Fergie? You know you want to do me. I mean, not sexually, just it's disgusting. I just meant like the lawsuit. Do me. Oh, God.
All right.
Nasty.
All right. Moving on. Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
All right, what have I been in?
The first time I seen him was in Sideways, and that was, of course, that's great.
That's the first movie you saw him in?
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
But I think there's so many.
Private Parts.
Barney's version is like one of my favorite.
Oh, that is a great one.
Oh, Private Parts. Yeah, he was great in Private Parts.
Yeah, Pig Bomb at WNBC. Robin, get the fuck out! I love how he does it. The way he yells, like it's so believable. Like we're not drinking any fucking Marlowe. Like the way he says it's so amazing.
You didn't see him in the Truman Show?
Yeah, that's right. He was one of the producers or whatever.
But you mentioned Barney's version.
Yeah, that's a good movie. That was an indie film,
movie, man.
Well, Private Parts was before.
I didn't see Private Parts till like a few years ago.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of movies I didn't see. Like I've been catching up in the years, but Barney's version is an indie film he did. That's a really good. It's with Dustin Hoffman.
So there's a movie that I think that we should all watch and review, and it's a Paul Giamatti movie.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. He plays a doctor.
Take some Ambien.
It's called Singles. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Matt Dillon's in it.
No, I haven't.
I haven't.
sounds familiar.
What's it called too? Man on the Moon.
Oh, Man on the Moon.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called? Man on the partner, man.
Tony Clifton.
You've got to be free.
Speaking of which, have you seen that documentary? Jim Carrey documentary?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Man.
That guy went off the wall. Jim Carrey, when he was
he lost it, man.
Yeah, he has not been the same since.
Wait. Are you talking about like since the movie?
Yeah,
No.
since he played Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
He hasn't been the same since. Like he has been. It totally really got into his head. Like he let Andy like like
in.
There's a Netflix documentary called
Yeah,
Andy
I've
and
seen
I,
half of it,
and
I never finished it. It's good though. I just forgot to finish it.
It's just so messed up that like he was so in character that
he was playing
Jerry Lawler. Is it Jerry Lawler?
Yeah,
Right? He's in his what's it called? He's in his trailer and fucking Jim Carrey comes up, come out here, you son of a bitch, and Jim Lawler's like, dude, we were in this together. You're not supposed to come at me like this.
I mean, Milos Forman, like a legendary director producer, is directing that movie, and he's like acting like Tony Clifton to Milos Forman. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
It was on his time, man.
Yeah, right?
Show up, whatever.
Something about
he did not break
Zamunda.
character.
Yeah.
Bob Zamunda.
What was I think it was Johnny Depp. They had dinner together, and Johnny Depp was like, "Dude, what's wrong?" Like he was just staring at him. I was like, "Dude, something's not right with you, man. You know what? Call me when you're good, man."
Damn.
How many bracelets was Johnny Depp wearing that night?
I know, right?
Paul Giamatti's the top.
25. I'm sorry.
Have you? I know Ralph's seen it, but have you guys seen that or heard that movie called Barney's Version?
No, I haven't.
Giamatti. Like I said, that's a really good movie. It's with Dustin Hoffman and Rosamund Pike. And
have you seen
Barney's
Big Fat Liar?
No, I know what you're talking about. Though I'm not talking about that shit.
It's got what's his name?
Giamatti's in there. But
Giamatti plays the main
boss,
antagonist.
Yeah,
and it's got Malcolm in the Middle and
that chick,
the chick that went crazy.
Amanda
Bynes.
Yeah, but that's a good movie. I would check that out because it just kind of just goes through like he has like 3 marriages and it goes throughout the story, like from his first marriage to his.
Oh, he was.
It's a good movie. Barney's Version.
He was in Paycheck also. Did you ever see that movie?
Paycheck.
Yeah, I think I think Ben Affleck was in that movie.
You know, another great movie, Shoot 'Em Up. He was great.
Oh,
you
yeah.
See Shoot 'Em Up?
Yeah.
Fucking awesome, man.
He counts the field on the dead
He
chick.
should have won an Oscar for Rhino and fucking.
Hell yeah. I know.
Amazing
I
Spider-Man.
talked about this before, and Giamatti
Oh,
himself
Jesus
here gave me some shit. Rob.
I don't understand the whole Giamatti thing. I don't think I look like him at all.
Yeah,
I think old Rob without the
Old
beard.
Rob.
Without the beard?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like 10 years ago, Rob.
I know, that's true. Yeah.
And Giamatti rocks a beard, too. Come on.
Dude, nobody rocks a beard like I rock.
I never seen Lady in the Water, though. I always wanted to see that. He's in there, too.
Dallas Bryce Howard.
Bryce.
Oh,
Dallas
I liked him too. It was minor.
What? Did I fuck that up?
Yeah, you did.
It was a minor role, but I loved him in Cinderella Man. I love that movie.
Oh, yeah.
I love that movie.
Right, yeah.
Ron Howard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
break
he
down
plays
your
a ref,
fence so you can make a file.
I love. Yeah, that was a good minor role he was in.
That was what's his name, right? Who's
Russell
the bad guy?
Crowe.
Yeah, it was Russell Crowe. But who's the bad
Hello.
guy?
Russell
was that
I don't know that
Owen?
guy's name. I don't know.
Clive Owen?
It wasn't Clive Owen?
No, I don't think so.
The boxer. No, I don't.
Yeah, the one that fought him?
No, I don't think so. Somebody else.
You know what movie?
It kind of looks like him.
Okay,
it's not him.
I thought it was.
You know what movie he was also in was San Andreas.
Oh my
With
god!
I don't remember.
And they're making a sequel to that, by the way.
Oh, Paul
Jesus.
Dawson
Good
there
God,
with
man!
the
Isn't
Dario
fucking The Rock
string?
in that skyscraper movie where you got the
Fucking
fucking...
Simpsons make fun of it like I'm gonna make it because it shows them like I'm gonna make it.
Have you seen the Reddit posts about that skyscraper poster?
No.
Where it's, okay, so you know the poster I'm talking about, right? Where it shows him like jumping from like that beam to the skyscraper. Like all these physicists on Reddit are like, here's the angle of his jump versus how much momentum he could possibly have, and they're like, he's not making it. There's no way possible he makes that jump. Like he falls way short. Like in Springfield Gorge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On a shit posting, somebody did that. They took the poster to put a Homer in a fucking skateboard. Like it's fucking great.
At this moment, man,
great.
the Rock is just a paycheck, man.
Oh, yeah.
He'll pick a movie. He'll fucking...
I watched Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle on the plane back from Philadelphia.
That's what it takes.
And it was...
That's what it takes.
It was... not bad. I enjoyed the movie. I did enjoy the movie because the premise of the movie. If everybody knows the premise, of the, I'm just going to.
It's something about the Atari, right?
Well, it's Jumanji. So like the kids that are playing get sucked into the game, and all the characters are their avatars in the game. So like this scrawny little kid is in the avatar of The Rock, is you know what I mean? And so The Rock has to play like as this scrawny kid, not as like this big swole guy.
Okay.
His acting ability, you never lose. Like normally, like you would lose, like the original character, you would lose that. You know what I mean? You have, because the character has to play that that has to play the kid. Jack Black does that. He's in that movie too, but his real life counterpart was like a ditzy, popular crowd high school girl.
Oh, nice.
And he plays it to a fucking T.
He's a fucking artist, man.
Dude, he was great in that movie.
D-Train.
And The Rock was great in that movie. Yeah. And watching Karen Gillian run around the whole time was not
baby.
Might be worse.
And the interactions between The Rock and Kevin Hart, holy shit. Those two are fucking hilarious.
Okay, so it was entertaining then, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it was entertaining. Did you see Kevin Hart post that picture of him like next to a Lamborghini or Ferrari on Instagram or whatever, and The Rock was like, "Don't worry, I'll bring your booster seat over for you." and then Kevin Hart's like, "You just mad because your big rhinoceros ass can't fit in there." So like, I think it's cool that them two are buddies and like they.
Yeah.
What was that movie that they were in together?
Yeah, it was
Central
all right.
Intelligence?
No, not was it Central?
Yeah.
Central Intelligence.
Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah, I thought it was. There were some funny parts. Anyway, we're sidetracking.
Paul Giamatti.
We're getting sideways.
Fuckers.
Drinking wine out of a fucking cup from
I am not drinking Merlot.
I can't. Yeah, I'm not drinking anymore. Fucking Merlot. Fucking yelling at it at Thomas Hayden Church. That was awesome, man. I fucking love it.
That guy's pretty good, man. I would like to meet that guy.
He's just to me, he's just very believable in his roles, and like he just puts his. It's just fucking great.
Well, as an actor, that's saying a lot, because I mean you can recognize talent. I mean, other people can recognize talent, but as an actor, you can really recognize like what it takes to do that.
That believability, man. Like you're just so convincing that love it or hate it, or just feeling for like the or resonating with the character and how they're displaying those emotions. And if they're a bad guy and I fucking hate them because of who they are, then they're doing it. Then they've done their fucking job. And vice versa, if you fucking like, I love that character or whatever, if they're the protagonist,
right?
They're doing their job,
and that's
that's just pretty much simple as that for me when it comes to stuff like that, or appreciating hard work and effort, and like these actors and actresses do that shit.
And that's being an actor. I've never acted in anything. One of the things that our goal moving forward with this. Gentlemen No Class Productions is at some point we're going to expand this shit show and take it into short films and some music production and things like that. I have always wanted to play the bad guy. I think that we should write a movie.
Play that in real life, dude.
Just so I can be the bad guy.
You already are.
Exactly.
I would like to do that too.
That way I don't have to act, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be shitty at it. So if I can sit behind a big desk and smoke a cigar and look at you all fucked up, that's kind of cool.
That's cool.
I think I could do that. Or if I could beat somebody up in an alley.
It's just something you really want to do. Is like
you don't know cameras are involved.
As a matter of fact, tonight I'm going to an alley.
Fake punch, so somebody's really getting their ass kicked.
Damn.
Kind of like in that movie Brown Bunny with Vincent Gallo, where he makes his.
Never seen it.
You've never seen it?
Never heard of it.
Don't worry.
Bunny.
It's a fucking terrible movie.
Wait. The beginning of the movie, is it the one he gets fellatio?
Yeah, where Chloe Sevigny, his girlfriend,
He's
really gets a fucking blowjob.
In the movie, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It doesn't surprise me.
I never finished it. I never
it doesn't surprise me at all. Any of that statement that you just said.
Huh?
Number one, it doesn't surprise me at all that number one, you knew about the movie strictly because Chloe Sevigny was giving him a real blowjob in the movie, and number two, you never finished it because that's probably the highlight of the movie. I've never seen it.
Have you ever seen Buffalo 66?
Nope.
No, that's actually a pretty good damn movie. With same guy, Vincent Gallo.
Only reason I know Vincent Gallo because he was the main, I guess you would call him the antagonist, protagonist, whatever, in a Glassjaw music video.
I didn't know that.
Nice name, Glassjaw name drop. You know, back in the day. Anyway, right. I forget what music video it was. But anyway, like the whole movie, like it's him walking around like the city or whatever, and Glasshaw's like playing in an alley, and at the end, like he walks up and like pulls out a gun and just shoots all of them. Like that's the end of the video. And so like, I read that trivia, and they were like, yeah, Vincent Gallo is famous for making Chloe Sevigny give him a blowjob in his movie, and I'm like, what a thing to be famous for.
I know, right?
That's true.
He's not even that great of a director, but go ahead, get your girlfriend to blow you on fucking film.
On film. Like, keep that to yourself. Like, we don't all need to see that.
He was just doing that as insurance because he knew she was gonna break up with him sooner or later.
All right, well, I'm done with mine. Rob, what's your sexy body at work you want to describe?
Sexy body.
I picked,
sounds sexy.
I picked Paul Bettany.
Why would you pick him?
Paul Bettany, because he played Geoffrey Chaucer in A Knight's Tale next to Heath Ledger.
Yeah. He was in A Beautiful Mind, right?
I haven't ever seen A Beautiful Mind.
I think so. Yeah.
I think
he plays one of the imaginary.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He was also in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Is that him in Da Vinci Code?
He was.
Yes, he was in Da Vinci Code.
I don't remember him being on Kiss
Kiss
Bang Bang.
It's not.
Let's see what happens when I do this.
Did you just say, "Oh my back"?
Yeah, no, he did.
Oh.
Let's see what happens when I do this.
Paul Bettany's married to Jennifer Connelly.
He is married. So Paul Bettany is married. So that's one of the best.
I know, man.
One of
the most. She did ass to ass.
Do y'all remember Career Opportunities? Career Opportunities.
No, Ultra. What's it called?
Career Opportunities. No.
Yeah, but they use that movie for a music video somebody made for Sunsets by what's it called? The Midnight.
The one where they're stuck
that movie.
In
Career Opportunities?
Yeah, remember I told you we were watching it.
No.
Target.
Career Opportunities.
Yeah, they're stuck in Target. She's riding this little pony,
you're
man.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
The music videos. Check it out, like, because you like that song Sunsets by the...
Sunset from The Midnight.
They use that movie for a music video. Well, somebody did.
What's the movie? Don't say it.
Check it out now.
God damn it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one of the coolest things that I thought that's happened as of late, Paul Bettany, most recently famous for his role as Jarvis, the original Iron Man, going forward, becoming the Vision. So when he was Jarvis, he was the voice in Tony Stark's suit. So when he became the Vision, when Tony Stark picked a new voice, he picked Friday. And Jennifer Connelly is the voice
for Spider-Man.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
Jennifer Connelly is the voice for the Spider-Man suit.
No. For for the Spider-Man suit. Yeah.
Jennifer
That's
Connelly's
right. You're right.
for the Spider-Man
for the
suit.
Spider-Man suit.
Tables have turned, Rob.
I know my shits.
Not the podcast table, but the table has turned.
The table, not
Okay, maybe I think I'm ready for a beer now.
Has anybody called you?
He drank all your PBR. He was supposed to drink those because he owed me fellatio. Now he's gonna have to suck my dick.
That's true.
Hey, you're not gonna like it either.
I'm not.
Neither one of y'all.
I'm gonna
like it.
I'm gonna last
it's
a
the
long
fucking
time.
principle, isn't it?
It's gonna be soft the whole time. It's just gonna be weird.
Nice. Ultra Louis C.K. It's not even very hard. It's just soft, pulling each other barely hard dicks.
Flaccid.
And they're just crying and holding each other together.
Now put this bubble gum in your mouth.
Who's got the Pop Rocks?
That's fucked up.
So there's some really great Paul Bettany movies. So
man, I thought you were done talking.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
beers.
There is great.
He's
Paul
still
Bettany.
I'll take a
talk,
Miller
man.
too, please, sir.
Yeah, me too.
You hear that, Miller? If
treat.
you're listening,
I'm fucking,
sponsor Miller. That'd be great.
Notice the absence of Rob is just so much better.
It is.
Thank you.
Is it?
Is it?
You can go to Governor Arizona.
I
I gotta go do that soon.
The governor of Arizona.
I'm the governor. Yeah.
That's mad.
Is that your? Oh, we need one more.
Fuck
It's
'em.
okay. We'll put some elevator music on right now.
So we'll discuss. So
wait, I forgot. Why was I supposed to chew bubblegum?
Okay.
I forgot
Who saw A Knight's Tale? I mean, back in the day.
Back in the day, it was on TBS for like fucking 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
Yeah, it really was, man.
it is a great fucking movie.
that
Paul
what
Bettany,
Heath
Paul
Ledger?
Bettany plays Jeffrey Chaucer. I'm a big fan of Jeffrey Chaucer.
Jeffrey Chaucer.
Jeffrey Chaucer. And that was the first movie I ever saw him
Isn't
in.
Robert Baratheon in that movie? The guy that plays Robert Baratheon in
Yes,
Game of
yes,
Thrones?
him and Alan Tudyk were the Heath Ledger's squires.
There you go, Squires.
The
yes.
guy
Yeah,
that plays
okay,
Robert
that's
Baratheon.
He also plays
Fred Flintstone, yeah.
What, and the second one?
I was
Viva
going with
Las
Jack.
Vegas?
I was going with Jack Frost. He was in the band
Billy
with
Baldwin as,
Michael Keaton.
as,
Mark Addy
Barney.
is his name.
Mark Addy. There you go.
Yeah, Mark Addy. He played
You
Friar Tuck.
bastard.
He played Friar Tuck in that Robin Hood thing with Russell Crowe.
Oh, you're right. Fucking Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Right.
Making movies,
Songs
making
of
movies,
fighting around the world.
around the world.
What a glorious time to be this time.
Like a Chinaman.
Right. Where's that
Paul Bettany.
fucking cancer?
We didn't mean to interrupt you like the way we did with Paul.
It's
Paul,
fine.
I
It's
wanted
completely
to.
fine.
No,
Rob, I didn't
I'm
mean to.
I'm not
Are
as
you
familiar.
fucking
I'm not as familiar with
traitor.
Paul Giamatti's work.
Yeah.
I do like he was really good in the movies that I've seen him in.
Right, right,
He was really
Hold on.
good in. I really liked him in as.
Rhino.
As Rhino, especially Alexei Sakharov, but with the Jim Carrey movie, Man on the Moon.
Oh, Man of the Moon.
Yeah.
No, he was
Okay.
phenomenal.
Hell
He was
yeah.
phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, Rob. Did you ever see the movie that Paul Bettany directed?
Which one?
I think it was called Shelter. I think it was with his wife Jennifer Connelly and what's it called, the guy that plays Falcon, Anthony
Mackie?
Anthony Mackie.
I haven't seen
They
it.
play as homeless people on the streets of New York.
No, I haven't seen that. I did see Legion. I know a lot of people didn't
Legion
see
was
Legion.
good. I like that
It
one.
was
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
weird. Do you remember what it?
Yeah.
It's like the baby, like it's
Yeah.
like the end of the world or whatever, and like he plays an angel and he has to protect this
Was
baby.
it? Oh, I thought it was.
All these people are
They called him
demons and
priest,
shit.
right?
Yeah. He was an angel though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was a weird movie. I've only seen it once, maybe twice, but it was still good.
Yeah,
And
I
it
agree
seems
with
like
you on that.
it seems like he's like one of the most A-list actors that's getting hired for stuff nowadays. No, Priest was a different movie.
Yeah, it was a different. Yeah.
Oh.
Priest
Okay,
was a
never mind.
different movie. Legion was it all takes place in this diner in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
With
Okay. I
Randy
seen that.
Quaid.
Yeah.
I mean Dennis Quaid.
What's her name for the
It was
OCs
most
in there?
definitely not Randy.
What's her
Quaid.
I'll
name
have
for the
some of
OC
the
was
yellow.
there as well?
And don't be stingy.
Don't be stingy.
I know her. I forgot her name.
Love that
dude.
movie.
Hey, but Randy Quaid did do a damn good job in that one movie.
die.
Vegas Vacation.
Fucking old
Yeah.
bitch.
And all the vacation.
Give me the yellow.
Hey, no,
the yellow?
the old,
That's what we
the
just
old-
talking about.
The old bitch with the steak. You're all gonna fucking die. That baby's gonna burn in hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, that
that's
was
the
some
one.
fucked up shit.
Yeah,
that
that was
movie,
scary,
dude.
man.
Yeah.
You're all gonna fucking die. Fucking jagged teeth like I'm
Yeah.
trying to Illinois.
That shit was
Fucking.
he was also in Master and
Frank?
Commander, which was a great movie.
Russell Crowe.
That's all growl.
Hell, man. Those came out. I used to watch that shit. I remember. I remember when I was living in San Diego. I would get drunk as shit in my apartment, and I would watch. Like the first time I saw that it was on TV. It was a rerun for that episode with Russell Crowe on South Park.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stop fucking laughing. I was laughing so hard. It was like 11 at
you
night
throw
on a
up?
weekday.
What's crazy?
No, but like I can't imagine my neighbors because like hot college chicks because near
It was that 151 you were chugging,
it was near
man.
college when I lived in San Diego,
Bacardi
and I would
151.
fucking laugh hysterically. They probably think I was fucking. I should be locked
The
up.
ship in Master Commander was right there in Coronado over there.
Oh no shit. Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I live in by SDSU, San Diego State.
Oh yeah, you
University.
get some of the hot trim
Oh
over there.
my god! And I was stupid. I didn't do shit. I was so scared of them. I fucked it. I can't imagine how much I freaked them
Oh
out.
Jesus.
Made
But
Merry
you know
Man.
that's nothing new, right?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise anyone.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Shit happens.
Yeah.
There was God, I had something I was
A
going to talk
man.
about, and I don't remember what it was now.
Leslie
Like, you know,
Man?
either way, it would have been, you know, Leslie Man, yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
There's so many good. I feel like we.
He hasn't dropped any Marvel movies. I thought you were going to drop a whole bunch of Marvel movies.
What are you talking about? I did. He plays Jarvis, and
that's it. Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's about it. You're right.
Yeah, you're right. You did mention
he's
that.
the same character.
How many
in
Marvel
every
characters can Paul Bettany play? Man?
Two. Jarvis and the Vision.
It's like,
man. Yeah, I guess you're right.
More demanding, Jake.
Okay, well, what's your favorite Paul Bettany movie?
My favorite Paul Bettany movie is.
We should go around the table on all the actors.
Yeah.
My favorite Paul Bettany movie is A Knight's Tale. My favorite, who was your actor again?
Christian Bale.
My favorite Christian Bale movie is Batman Begins.
All right, Jake Gyllenhaal right here. What's
Donnie
your favorite?
Darko.
Okay, and
it's a
Paul
tie.
Giamatti.
It's a tie between
Big Fat Liar. That's my favorite.
It's
Jacob's turn.
It's a tie between Sideways and Barney's.
Hold on.
No.
It's not your turn.
It's not your turn.
I thought you were asking me.
No. We're going one at a time,
and we're choosing whoever
clockwise.
Your favorite of movie.
Your own and everybody else's.
Yeah.
So now it's Jacob's turn.
So Jake's
he's gonna pick his own.
It's hard, but I would say Harsh Times for Christian Bale.
Okay.
Gyllenhaal. Not Sea Slickers. I wanted to say Sleepers. But probably, I don't know. Nightcrawler was pretty badass. So
okay,
I go for Nightcrawler. Giamatti, obviously, Man on the Moon, and Bettany. I haven't watched a lot of his movies, to be honest with you. But I'll probably just say Da Vinci Code, because I like Da Vinci Code. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, Da Vinci Code was good.
Okay. My go. Gyllenhaal.
The other Raph.
Shit, man. What's it called? Nocturnal Animal. It's one of my favorites. Giamatti. I'm probably gonna have to go with Barney's Virgin. Barney's Virgin. Paul Bettany. Damn it, I can't remember the name of it. Something about, I think it was called Blood Brothers or some shit like that. It's with him and Stephen Graham.
Graham.
Can't.
Jesus fucking Christ, you're taking too fucking long.
That's right.
When's it gonna get to my fucking turn?
Hold on! You wait your goddamn turn. And then Christian Bale, I'm probably gonna have to say
all right, Paul.
Okay.
First thing that comes to mind, because that's probably going to be one of your favorite
First
movies.
thing to come to mind?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale? Shit, The Machinist.
That's a good one.
There you go.
All right.
Opposite.
Yeah. So Paul Bettany. I wasn't too big a fan of him. And if anything, probably just I can't really say. I'm not.
It's tough, right?
It's hard.
Yeah.
If anything, there's A Beautiful Mind, and because I did a pretty good job.
I forgot about
there.
that. That's a good one. Yeah.
And Christian Bale would probably be man. What?
The Prestige.
Prestige is good. Either that or Out of the Furnace. It's really hard to. It just I don't know. There's so much he's done. It's just fucking great. It's just hard to contend with each other. Yeah. And then fucking Jake Gyllenhaal. I love him in Zodiac.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Good. Oh man, good name.
Yeah,
drop.
fucking Boy Scout, man. That's a great fucking movie.
That's a good movie.
He's fucking so obsessed. It's great.
And Paul Giamatti?
No. I was talking about
not
Gyllenhaal.
I get it. I said and Paul Giamatti.
And your movie.
Like, what's your movie for Paul Giamatti?
I thought I said that first.
No,
you said Paul Bencourt.
Probably. Well, it'd be Barney's version.
Oh,
all right.
I like that face. All right,
man. He seems disappointed.
No, because
I just feel fucking forced right now. That's why.
I was talking about him.
Fuck
he
him.
He seems disappointed at your answer.
Well, no, I wasn't disappointed in his answer. Like, he lost count because I think he just lost track because somebody being distracting.
what's this beer?
But
finish this beer.
You brought those. They've been here for so long.
Oh, wow,
and it was Raph's job to drink those
Daddy,
PBRs.
Please, I don't want it
and
anymore.
now I gotta suck that D. That D.
In case anybody didn't know the reference to that. So earlier today, Raph posted a quote in our group chat.
Yep.
He was like, if anybody gets this, I'll suck your dick right away. Within 5 seconds, I had the movie and the actors that quoted it. And he was like,
I know,
yes!
right? You fucking...
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. And the quote was, pop quiz, hot shot.
Speed, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah. Let's go, fucking Schlep Rock. Where's that from? Where's that from? Let's just start naming quotes and see if we can get them. Come on.
Let's go, Schlep
Let's go.
Rock. Let's go,
Come on.
Rock.
Let's go, Schlep Rock.
Nobody knows all these obscure
Come on, that's the whole point.
Boiler Room.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh.
Let's go, Schlep Rock.
Yes.
It's fucking great.
Speaking of
What
which,
are you, last night's erection?
Yeah.
what has that guy done? Fucking,
Vin Diesel? A lot.
No.
Ben Affleck? A
He
lot.
plays in Boiler Room. He plays in
Giovanni?
Oh, Paul Ribisi?
Yeah,
Or Giovanni Ribisi?
Yeah,
Giovanni Ribisi?
Giovanni?
Giovanni.
Nicky Cats.
Giovanni.
That's probably
No, but he hasn't done shit.
He hasn't been in a lot of stuff.
Giovanni?
What about
Yeah.
Nicky Cats?
He's done a show on Amazon Prime called Sneaky Pete.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
You know who Nicky Cats is? The guy who gives Giovanni Ribisi shit for fucking his ex-girlfriend.
Come on, any other quotes? Come on. Jacob, come
Yeah,
on.
I got one. I got one
Come on,
from
come
actually
on.
from the same movie. I'm not your girlfriend, Seth. Goddamn father.
Relationship? What are we dating?
Yeah.
I'm not your girlfriend, Seth. I mean, I might come every now and then and sneak in your house and blow you, but I'm not your girlfriend, Seth.
I'm not coming here. I'm a goddamn father.
You know, geez, Seth, you know, if I was to tell my father to have a cup of coffee over my screw-ups, he'd tell me, he would laugh about it.
He'll bid me over and fuck me.
Yeah, he'll bid me over and fuck me. Jesus, Seth. Get your shit together or I'm taking down a casino myself. I'm gonna fucking bring down the house. It's like, wait, Seth, wait, hold on. He's like, at the end, he's
Boiler
like,
room, guys.
you know, he's like, wait, Seth, you took down a casino? He's like, yeah, sure, down for you, Seth. Like, you just compromised my whole scam. He's like, I was gonna take that fucking place down personally, or some shit. I pictured him saying
That's a
something
good
like
movie,
that.
Boiler Room.
He was a fuck over his own
That is
son.
knock around, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Knock Around Guys.
screw
Yeah,
up.
that was a good one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's half a
I swear to
moron,
highs.
and that's the good half.
I should have fucking known better.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's in that movie, too.
Couple
He starts taking all this shit. 500. 500.
What?
The milkman gets paid.
Douchebag.
The fucking
500
going
what?
off of-
500 fights. That's how many fights I figured I'd have to be in to be considered a badass. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Build like leather skin. or
Seth
something
Green.
like
What
that.
the fuck has Seth Green do?
Yeah, I swear to Christ.
He does his own shit.
Well, I
Like,
think
he's still doing like
voice
Robot
acting,
Chicken.
yeah, voice
and,
acting and
stuff
shit,
like
but
that.
still, like
Yeah.
Last time I saw him in
King Hardly Wait.
he was in what was it called? The movie about the startup of National Lampoon.
He was in there?
He was in there.
That's a good movie. Like
Fragile-
a fragile, and a
Fragile
futile,
Mind.
a futile, and something gesture or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
something a futile, stupid gesture.
Will Forte and
Kevin Arnett, whatever.
something
his name is.
Gleason.
no,
Will Arnett.
Will
it's a good
Arnett, yeah.
It's a Netflix made it. It's based on the people that started
The National
National
Lampoon
Lampoon magazine.
Oh, nice.
It's great.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good fucking movie.
They talk about the first movie they did, which was Animal House, and the
Yeah.
second movie, which is Caddyshack.
Caddyshack, yeah.
Yeah, they had
It's
people
funny,
that
too, 'cause-
played Harold Ramis and Bill Murray and
Oh, nice.
and
Yeah.
what's it called? Even what's his name?
Fucking,
no respect. Rodney
Rodney
Dangerfield.
Dangerfield.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was funny too because like they
Yeah, somebody played
in that
his,
in that movie they talk about it was like Caddyshack was a
Right.
disaster to make,
Yeah.
and they had no they didn't realize that at the time there was going to be a cult classic.
Oh,
They were just doing blow and fucking just fucking
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
fucking
crazy.
fucking up the
Oh, yeah,
fucking up
dude.
the
Fucking
film.
Bill Murray was like, they didn't even have lines for his
yeah,
character.
yeah.
Like he was, they were just like fucking film it, whatever. Like
Yeah.
they like it was such a disaster of a movie. Like to keep the plot line going in the movie, and then like you watch that movie, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's so.
What
funny.
movie were we talking about?
Caddyshack.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were still talking about your the other movie you were mentioning.
Yeah.
How the founders of National
Still been
Lampoon.
like futile gesture.
Did somebody play Belushi?
I
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
Caddyshack was a National Lampoon's movie, wasn't it?
It was,
Yeah,
yes,
it
it was.
was.
Yeah,
It was.
it is.
It's just like
was,
I said,
it is.
So the first one was
the
Animal
guys
House.
didn't know how good it was going to
Yeah,
be.
and then
'cause they
the
just fucked
vacation
up.
movie too.
Vacation movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's like that's right after what's it called?
After Caddyshack.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish they'd make another vacation movie besides a stupid shit
Remake
they did.
or
But
reboot.
that's not National Lampoon, is it?
On the
I don't know if it's
low,
National
Uptown
Lampoon.
Dick.
I want Chevy Chase to come back, baby.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
fucking Rodney Dangerfield. Goddamn Caddyshack. So many good quotes. So many good quotes.
He's
like,
good ATM,
$100 bills in Vegas Vacation comes out. He turns it right to the turnaround.
Yes, fucking slow. Chasing 1,500.
Oh, that movie is phenomenal.
Oh
man.
yeah, National Vacation or Vegas Vacation?
Vegas, both, but Vegas Vacation is a little bit better.
Vegas Vacation, I think is fucking hilarious.
Papa Giorgio.
And Nick, Mr. Papa Giorgio. Hey, Nick from Phoenix, Arizona. Huh? And he talks like that. No, not necessarily.
I put $1 in and won a car. Put $1 in and won a car. Eat the
Embry.
Yeah, eat the Embry.
Yeah, I love that ending.
And they're all driving and they cross lane.
Well, you take this one and you take the other one.
Man, where he's like, he gets him the list of the for Chevy Chase to buy his kids something. Like, you know what? Put something on the list for yourself. Get something real nice.
I haven't seen him forever.
Oh man.
Shitter's full.
Yeah, I love European Vacation too, man.
I know that. You know she died, right? The daughter.
Yeah, I listened to the commentary. Chevy Chase.
She died not that long after the movie.
Yeah, early 90s.
Wow,
because she had breast cancer, I believe.
Well, she had a lot of health issues. She was young. Sad. Yeah, she had like a promising career too to be like an athlete or something, but her health issues just.
What was her name?
I don't know.
Shit. European Vacation.
Funny, like,
is a daughter.
Audrey.
Audrey, yeah. That's a good one too, man. They keep on going around and around.
Big Ben, he's going crazy. He's losing it. There's Big Ben.
All I can think of is fucking Vegas Vacation. He's like, oh, I love your wife. You want to make $14 the hard way?
Are you talking about the guy playing Sinatra?
No, I'm talking about Rodney Dangerfield, where he's talking to Judge Smalls' character. And he's like, oh, hey, you're a lovely lady. You must have been something before electricity.
From Vegas?
What?
From Caddyshack.
Oh, you said Vegas Vacation, though.
Oh, my bad. I've been drinking.
I've never seen Caddyshack, so.
You've never seen Caddyshack?
I've never seen it either.
Holy shit, you've got to watch Caddyshack.
That's our homework. I'll watch it.
Y'all have never seen Caddyshack?
I've seen in and out of it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Rob is pissed. Rob is pissed. Out of my house.
Oh my God, that movie's so funny. If my dad heard you say that,
of your coworker, I can't help but think about fucking your coworker, but the gift and receiving, a gift, a coworker giving a gift to another coworker, and then he just kind of just said, and he's like, man, I give you that gift from the bottom of my heart.
Oh man, hey, what's it called? Yeah, you were there. What's it called? This was I was working with you, Matthias, and Chris. I was working with y'all guys, and it was like a Christmas exchange or something like that.
Oh man!
And fucking Matthias gives Chris a fucking a book about Genghis Khan, I think, or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then Chris just leaves the book, at the shop, and fucking Matthias calls him up and says, "Hey man, you left your book here, man. I give you that gift from the bottom of my heart."
I just picture his accent like, I didn't know it was over the phone. I just pictured it. I pictured this as in person, not over the phone. And like Matthias is standing up. I was like, hey man, what'd you do with that book? Or, like, I just, left it there. He's like, what? He's got one hand in his pocket. Like, man, I gave you that gift from the bottom of my heart. Fucking doing his hand, having his hand underneath his heart, like shaking like that.
Going back to Rodney Dangerfield, my favorite movie from him had to be National Born Killers.
That's for Raph.
He was. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
It's not my favorite movie, but
filling up on what's her name? What's the chick's name?
I forgot.
Julia.
The girl from
Julia Roberts.
I'll do that. No. I'll do that for you. From Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Salma Hayek?
No, Julia something.
The deaf girl.
She's the deaf girl in not I Am Sam, but the one with Ribisi, Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah, Natural Born Killers.
Natural Born Killers. Yeah, she was on there.
Juliet.
Yeah. Are you talking about? It's retard night on TNT.
Yeah.
It's funny. Remember years ago? It's like on Saturday, and it's like tonight on 7 o'clock on TNT.
Juliet Lewis.
Yeah, what's that? That movie that Juliet Lewis and Giovanni's in, whatever it's called, and they're retarded, they're mentally challenged or whatever, and then followed by I Am Sam. And I was like, what is this like? I just pictured it was like, it's retard night on TNT. It's like first up at 7, followed by I Am Sam.
Juliet Lewis, she was in Old School at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm here for the gangbang.
Hello. I'm here for the gangbang.
She was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, right?
No. Gilbert?
Yeah, What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
I don't think she was.
I think she was trying to get with Johnny Depp.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
I
haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Man. She would have been really young in that movie.
Or maybe trying to get with Leonardo. No, not Leonardo DiCaprio. Followed by
Retard Night on TNT. We're talking about What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
No. The other one.
I know. No.
I forgot what it's called.
I get what you're saying.
But we're following it.
We're following up with that.
Was there a remake of that one movie? Something about
Forrest Gump could be on Edition too.
What was that one movie?
The marathon.
Matt Dillon, and something about Mary. I love those retards.
I love those retards.
Isn't that a little politically incorrect?
Yeah, I'll keep them.
Nobody's going to tell me who I can and can't work with.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we got this big mongolite looking fucker. Keep him in a cage. Keep him in a cage? That's bullshit. Well, that's what I said.
Mongo. We got him on this line. He can run back and forth.
Fucked up, man.
That's awesome. Oh man, comedy, man.
Okay,
that's Matt Dillon for you, man. Oh yeah, I thought Rice-A-Roni was the San Francisco treat. Well, they're expanding.
Yeah, Florida, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Fucking great. She packed down a couple of. No wait, it was like called her a whale or I forgot what it was.
Well, he goes back and he's like, I think I really want to. Wait, you mean roller pig?
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. He's just—it's funny. Like every time he thinks that,
five different guys, 5 kids, 3 different guys, no rock.
Yeah. Every time he thinks he's like, okay, he's gonna go away after this statement. Like he just keeps making it fucking worse to convince him not to go down and check her out. It's so fucking funny.
Oh, she was in Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, Juliette Lewis?
She was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
Gilbert?
Oh, she was?
Gilbert Grape. Yeah.
Okay.
I think she worked at the grocery store.
There's your change.
And Johnny Depp was going to get all the time to get groceries for Big Mama or whatever her name was. Mama.
What was that? Shit.
Blue Man?
No.
Rumpus Room. Blue
No.
Man. Rumpus Room. Blue Man. Gilbert. Man, this chick grabbed
Julia Robert. No, what was it?
Lewis.
Julia Lewis and Juliet Lewis and Robert De Niro. Cape Fear. That's right. The remake.
Yes,
yeah,
she was in Cape Fear also.
Yeah. Fucking my maison.
Hey,
so I looked it up. By the way,
my pussy, Richard.
Wow. I looked it up. So the chick that died from National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Yes.
So she had a stroke, a paralytic stroke, and died like 10 days later.
Wow.
She was 32.
Wow.
Way to bring down the show.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking stupid. You guys are fucking stupid.
No.
Nobody
harmonizing
understands this reference.
Shut up. That's why we're introducing it.
Yeah.
How do you think people understand references to begin with? Or how do you think people understand anything to begin with?
They watch the movie.
How do you think people begin to
times?
understand anything to begin with? It's introduced. Eventually, people catch on.
So
and that's
today is Friday the 13th.
Fuck that day. Fuck that number. Fuck you.
So I would just like to go on record that I suggested that we talk about where Friday the 13th started from and like why it's a superstitious number.
That's bullshit.
You're bullshit.
You fucking
should go fuck yourself.
No,
you don't
I
even
won't.
need to talk about
no.
this.
Fuck that. No, that's why I'm saying it's bullshit. Knights Templar, blah blah blah.
No, I don't know. That's why I wanted to talk about it.
There you go. I gave you the Reader's Digest in your words.
All you said was like 6
Knights
words.
Templar, 13th. They die
go fuck
trials
yourself
and
with the Knights
tribulation.
Templar. You know what?
That's what that is. That's what it's about. It dates back all the way to the fucking Knights Templar, and it's some unlucky day on the 13th on a Friday. And 2 people died or some bullshit.
This would have been an interesting topic of conversation.
Not really. It's not that.
Put this 6-pack plastic ring in his bed. Maybe he'll just get his mouth trapped in it.
Therefore, they have buildings that are like the 13th floor doesn't exist.
Oh, I heard about that. Yes.
John Mayer's track on what's it called? on the 13th track is just a second and goes over. You know what I'm talking about? It goes into St. Patrick's Day. Mm-hmm. It's a Room for Squares album.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
On the 13th track, it's just 1 second, and it skips over 13 and goes back to goes into 14.
Better. Wow.
Did you know that though?
No, I didn't know that. I
didn't really Force.
What'd you say? What'd you call me?
I didn't want to talk about the history of 13. I wanted to talk about the history of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I just told you.
Yeah. You told us like
Jason
some
Voorhees.
random bullshit.
That's not random bullshit. That's what that is. Bullshit. That's what you're talking about. Why is it so unlucky? What's the deal with Friday the 13th? I just told you.
We're just going for some Jason takes on Manhattan.
Yeah, there we go. That's right. Jason goes to Manhattan. Get it right. He's on vacation.
Jason fucks Manhattan.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, like Debbie does Dallas.
There you go.
Jason fucked Manhattan.
Oh god.
So yeah, I fast forward. It's bullshit. That's it.
That's fine. I got to Wikipedia this shit myself later. That's fine.
Yeah. Entertain yourself. You got to do something.
I was curious though. Thanks, Paul.
I was too. You know what? We could have had a decent discussion about that. No,
go ahead.
No. Go fuck yourself.
I'm not stopping you.
Knights Templar. That sounds like
for it.
My guess is you're saying Knights Templar that goes into having to do with the conspiracy to cover up whatever with Christ, and it has something to do, I'm guessing, with the 13 people present at the Last Supper.
I don't know anything about that.
And there being 13 people there and it being unlucky.
No, I don't know anything
so
about
they
that.
say.
I
don't know. I'm just throwing curveballs here.
12 apostles plus Jesus, that's 13.
I go under ladders all the time. My life is beautiful.
What does that have to do with Friday the 13th?
It could have been better, probably.
Because the numbers, it's unlucky, right? That's it's associated with. You're fucking now somebody's about to be unlucky. now we're gonna prove this works.
What works?
The unluckiness of the fucking day.
So you walk under ladders, it's unlucky. You break a mirror, it's unlucky. What else?
If you fuck a mirror,
Black
you get
cats.
luck.
Black cats.
If you fuck a mirror,
stop.
I feel like you were unlucky before you decided to do that.
Okay.
You're definitely going to be unlucky afterwards.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
what else is there?
But you're assuming the mirror is in pieces. I'm talking about as a whole,
if
baby.
you can find the leprechaun.
Why are you gonna?
You're just mashing it, baby. So our mindsets are obviously different. So,
all right.
Yeah.
What else is unlucky?
Raph's
being here. That's definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this and that.
Can't
and
think of another unlucky
people that believe that shit is
thing.
fucking stupid. So
that's fucked up.
What?
What's
fucked up?
They believe in.
I don't know what opal is, but supposedly opals are unlucky.
Maybe the people that believe in Friday the 13th and you say that they're stupid think that we're stupid for believing in aliens.
Yeah,
I never said I believed in aliens.
No, Mr. Rogers had a puppet named Friday the 13th, I think.
He did?
I think you can fact check me.
I think you're making shit up.
No, Friday the 13th.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I believe you now.
King Friday the 13th. That's what it was.
Yeah, King Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that was Mr. Rogers' puppet.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He was one of the kings.
That was the king in the land of make believe when the trolley goes
train.
Yeah, King Friday the 13th.
Ding. That's the King
Friday. Yeah. I recognize
King
the
Friday
dings
the
now.
13th.
You got the tone right.
That is you are correct.
Thank you, sir. King Friday the 13th.
That's nothing to be proud of, but all right.
Hit him.
You're nothing to be proud of.
So
I'm fine.
Getting you force.
You're gonna pop your mouth later.
I don't know if that'll wrap us up, but I definitely do want to touch on if we have guests lined up for the Dallas versus Houston.
I think that we've got the lineup pretty much solidified.
Yeah.
We're still working on a
venue. Yeah.
Once we secure a venue, we're gonna get this thing fucking set up and no first date dinner, straight to banging.
Straight to banging. Graphics out there for you.
I think that we've decided that instead of doing a Houston versus Dallas, who knows more about their city, I don't think that really proves anything. So we're gonna do a Houston versus Dallas. Which people that are fans of each city know more about the great state of Texas?
There you go. That's
and
fair.
I think that we'll do some Texas history and some Texas trivia, music, pop culture, beer.
Where's Matthew McConaughey from?
I think he's from Houston, but lives in Austin.
No,
I think that's from
I don't
Austin.
know.
No?
He's from
Beaumont.
No, he's from what's it
Which
called?
is Houston.
Orale?
I want to say Uvalde.
Orale.
You're making shit up.
Yeah.
I want to say he's from Uvalde. He's from
I'm
a
gonna
small,
fact check.
a small. What's it called? A small
calling fact
Texas
check.
town.
Uvalde is not a small Texas town.
Technically, it is.
That's your opinion, man.
Hey, Jacob, since you're
That's
close,
just like your opinion, man.
tug on Rob's beard for good luck for me, will you?
Talk on his beard.
No,
I want to sleep on his beard.
Oh, yeah, well, that's cool. You know,
No,
we
you
could
can't do that.
Why not?
Because I don't want you to.
Well, that doesn't stop somebody from
Wow.
doing it.
Yeah.
You got it fucking right.
He did.
God damn you,
Yeah.
Raph.
See, I know my shit.
He was born
in Uvalde.
in Uvalde, Texas.
Okay, so what school did Ryan Davidson go to? Quiz from last podcast.
Yeah, Raph, just to know it all
Who
here.
the fuck is Ryan Davidson? I'm fucking with you.
Wow.
I'm fucking
Ryan's
with you.
gonna-
Come
Ryan,
on.
if
Ryan's
you're
gonna
listening to
insecure
this,
you
He's
over
gonna
here.
hit a girl through the wall.
That's it, bitch.
I'm fucking with you, Ryan.
Ryan, if you're listening to this right now, I know
I'm
you
just
won't be able
fucking
to
with
do
you.
your signature move on him, but you can definitely stone cold stunner him. And I
I'm
will
just fucking
fucking
with you, Ryan. man.
I'll run screen.
We'll support you on that.
Yeah, totally.
No.
You
Do
didn't
some
answer the
moonwalk
question.
DDTs. What's up?
He didn't answer the question.
Where's Ryan from?
Yeah, where's he
No.
from?
What school
high
did he go
school?
to? No, what college did he go to?
College?
No. You said high school.
I didn't say high school. I
Okay,
just said
school.
College.
Shit, nah, I'm stumped on that one.
You said Waco, right?
West Texas A&M.
West Texas A&M. Where's that at?
That's over there. I think close to El Paso, maybe.
Oh, damn.
I'm pretty sure it's in West Texas.
Yeah,
No, I don't know where that's at.
Very nice.
I could be wrong, but I think that'll
wrap us up.
do it up here.
About goddamn time.
I know.
All right, for Friday the 13th episode, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We are Gentlemen No Class.
Very
I'm
much.
Rob.
Yes.
I am Jake,
We don't
using
need to keep
Paul's
doing
catchphrase "Ta-ta, fuck you."
Yeah,
I'm
it's my
Raph.
thing, but it's cool.
I'm Raph.
Let it slide. And delightful Paul, I guess, yeah.
Fucking Paul.
Fucking loser. There's nothing delightful about you.
Fucking
And we're Gentlemen No Class.
rape you.
Have a good night.
Jesus.